Hey everybody, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with another deck tech video, and today, I almost said duck tech, that would have been hilarious, but today, we're bringing another budgety deck to you, under $300, and this one is Hey Bye Shrine Time. Hey Bye is going to be one of your other shrine commanders, and of which there are plenty now, and shrines pretty much do the same thing. It's all about shrines getting into play, shrines doing shrine things, and then probably getting blown out by somebody's mass enchantment removal. But without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? So who is Hey Bye Forest Guardian? Hey Bye is the spirit of a forest. In the show, the forest was burnt down and destroyed by the Fire Nation, and so Hey Bye became a very angry, wrathful spirit, and Aang had to go into the spirit world and calm Hey Bye and make things better. But Hey Bye here in card form is a 4/4 for 3 generic and 1 green that says Hey Bye. When Hey Bye enters, reveal cards from the top of your library, and to reveal a shrine card, you may put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So we're going to have some blink in here. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. And then you can tap Uberg and tap it. For each legendary enchantment you control, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token with this token can't be blocked or block non-spirit creatures. Now for our creatures ourselves, we have shrines. And we have enchantress things. And we have more enchantment matters things, and even a little bit of blink. So let's look, shall we? We have Eidolon of the Blossoms, which is Constellation. And when it or another enchantment enter the battlefield, you draw a card, which is pretty good, considering, with Hey Bye, you can blink out, or you can cheat out a bunch of shrines. We have Entity Tracker, which is Flash Eerie. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever whenever you fully unlock a room, draw a card. We're not unlocking rooms in this deck. I'm telling you that right now. We have Go Shintai of the Ancient Wars, which is first strike, and at the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. And when you do, it deals X damage to target player or planeswalker, where X is the number of shrines you control. So you're going to get lots of shrines, and you're going to start burning people to death. Then we have Go Shintai, the Hidden Cruelty, which is Death Touch, and at the beginning of your end step, you can pay 1. When you do, destroy target creature with toughness X or less, where X is the number of shrines you control. Look at it, it's a little bone shrine. It's walking around being all bony. Then we have Go Shintai of Life's Origin. Now this is usually one of the two, or I think this is like the premier shrine commander, which is a 4-drop. You tap Uber, tap it, return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it does have some recursion ability for you. And whenever Go Shintai or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under your control, you create a 1/1 colorless shrine enchantment creature token. And then we have Go Shintai of Shared Purpose, which is Vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, you can pay 1. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless spirit token for each shrine you control. So you're going to have the blockers out there, because these guys are small. What they rely on is a lot of token generation. We have Guru Pathic, which, I mentioned in Iroh. So he can, when he enters, you look at the top 5 cards of your library, and you can reveal a lesson, a saga, or a shrine from among them and put it into your hand. So in this instance, shrine, put the rest on the bottom. And whenever you cast a lesson, saga, or shrine, put a 1/1 counter on target, another target creature you control. We have Inquisitive Glimmer, this little fox guy here. Enchantments cost 1 less, and unlocks cost 1 less. We're not going to be unlocking rooms. I'm sorry, friends. We have Jukai, Naturalist, which is lifelink, and enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. We have Roaming Throne. You're going to probably name Spirit on this. I would not name Bear, because Bear is probably going to hit less than Spirit. Just letting you know that now, right? And you're gonna, so that way when your Hey Bye enters, you get to get 2 shrines. And then we have Shrine Steward, which is when Shrine Steward enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura or shrine card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Starfield Mystic, your enchantments cost 1 less, and whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Starfield Mystic. We have Sithis to let us draw. We have Thassa, the Deep Dwelling, who is too expensive. Reprint more, please, wizards. And at the beginning of your end step, you blink a creature. Do it to your Hey-Bye. Zur, the Eternal Schemer. Enchantment creatures you control have Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof. So your little shrine, your enchantment shrine creature tokens, and then also your Goshintais will have that. And then you can pay 2, target non-aura enchantment you control becomes a creature in addition to its other types. So then you can animate some of the other shrines. Zur is fun. And then we have Old Zur, which is Zur the Enchanter. Whenever he attacks, you may search your library for an enchantment card with mana value 3 or less, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Sorcerers, we're playing big stuff. We're playing real big stuff, which is return any... we have Eerie Ultimatum. Return any number of permanent cards with different names from your graveyard to the battlefield. So get your shrines back if they all got destroyed. We have Ruinous Ultimatum to destroy all non-land permanents your opponents control. We have Brilliant Restoration. Returns all artifacts and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. It is very expensive. It is quad white. And then we have Urza's Ruinous Blast, which is exile all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. For our other stuff here, we have Acrobatic Maneuver. It's a blink. Airbending Lesson, which is airbend non-land permanent, airbend your Hey-Bye. Exile it. When it's exiled, you can pay 2 to play it, to cast it rather than its mana cost. Blur, it blinks. Cloud Shift blinks. Ephemerate blinks. Essence Flux blinks. Flicker of Fate blinks. Oh my god. Momentary Blink. Guess what it does? It blinks. Planar Incision and Scroll Shift also blink. These can protect your Hey-Bye just as well as Heroic Intervention here can. For artifacts, we have Timeless Lotus. It enters battlefield taps for Wooburg. We have Chromatic Lantern. It's really important, especially in these more budgety decks, that you run this card. A lot of people say it's bad, but it is a good card. It is a good card. I'm telling you that right now. Lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. It helps fix your mana. We have Soul Ring in here. We do have Conjurer's Closet to blink our Hey-Bye at end of turn. And we have Panharmonicon in here, which will cause your Hey-Bye to trigger multiple times as well. For regular enchantments, oh boy howdy, do we have 22 of them. Yes. We have Flowering of the White Tree. I love this card from Lord of the Rings. Legendary creatures you control get +2/+1 and have ward 1. Non-legendary creatures you control get +1/+1. We do have Ghostly Prison in here to help protect us, as well as Propaganda and a Sphere of Safety. I love these 3 cards. I play them in a million decks. We have Hundun of Cleansing Fire. You gain 2 life for each shrine you control. We have Hundun of Life's Web. Gives you a colorless spirit creature token for each shrine you control. Hundun of Night's Reach. Make somebody discard for each shrine you control. So that person who tutored up the thing that's going to win them the game, tell them to go bye-bye. Then we have Hundun of Seeing Winds. You draw a card for each shrine you control. We have Kyoshi Island Plaza, which is a new shrine, which is search your library for X basic land cards, where X is the number of shrines you control. Put those cards onto the battlefield tap. So this is a really good ramp if you've already gotten going and you have a bunch of shrines. Sorry. I have something stuck in my throat. Whenever another shrine you control enters, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. And then we have the Northern Air Temple, which is Northern Air Temple enters, opponent loses X life, you gain X life, where X is the number of shrines you control. It's literally a one-drop, almost like it's essentially one-drop Gary, right? But instead of devotion for black, it's thinking about your devotion to shrines. And whenever another shrine you control enters, each opponent loses 1, you gain 1. That includes the shrine tokens, by the way. Paradox Haze gives you extra upkeep, so that way you are just going to nuke people with lots and lots of triggers. Privileged Position, other permanents you control have Hexproof. Oh man, this card used to get played a lot back in the day, and there was not a lot of ways to get around it. Propaganda, Sanctum of All. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library and or graveyard for a shrine card, put it on the battlefield. If an ability of a shrine you control would trigger while you have 6 or more shrines, it triggers an additional time. Sanctum lets you draw, and then draw equal to your shrines, and then discard 1. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest lets you add mana, where mana is equal to your shrines. Sanctum of Shattered Heights, you pay 1, discard a land card or a shrine card. It deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X the number of shrines you control. Sanctum of Stonefangs, this is for... I'm just going to tell you what it does. It gains you life and hits the opponents for life equal to number of shrines. Sanctum of Tranquility, or Tranquil Light. Its cost down there will cost 1 less for each shrine, and you can tap creatures. Southern Air Temple, when it enters, put X 1/1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of shrines. So this is a good finisher, right? If you've got a whole bunch of shrine tokens already out there, and shrine creatures and spirits, you're gonna give them real big counters, and then you're gonna smash. And whenever another shrine you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. This card is very good. We have Sterling Grove to give our other enchantments Shroud. We have Teleportation Circle to do the end of turn blink thing with Hey Bye. And we have the Spirit Oasis. When it enters, you draw a card for each shrine you control. Whenever another shrine you control enters, you draw a card. Lands, again, we went pretty budget here. We did go with a lot of basics, 6 of each actually, and that is primarily because of that Kiyoshi shrine. So if you have a bunch out there, you could just fetch all of these, and then you're just going to be sitting there with 1,000,000 mana. We do have the comes into play tap tri-lands. We have Command Tower and some other stuff. But yeah, let me know what you think of the deck down below. Shrines play pretty straightforward, right? No matter what type of shrine it is, shrines do about the same thing. Shrines go burr. But as always, I am Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I will see you all in the next Deck Tech video.